Alright, almost at the final level.
I don't think this game has levels.
Activate Turbo Overboost. Now!
Are we playing the same game?
That's... They don't want you to win, then why... Am I playing the game?
Want to get drunk and play a different game?
Absolutely. It's good to take a break sometimes. Hey everybody, and welcome back to... Well, it's not quite Viewer Beware, but it's not Viewer Beware, because today we're going to be checking out the very first Goosebumps video game. That's right, we're going to be playing Escape from Horrorland, the full-motion video point-and-click adventure game from 1996 that acts as a sequel to the book One Day at Horrorland. Now, not only is Escape from Horrorland the very first Goosebumps video game, it's the first game from DreamWorks Interactive, who later went on to make a series of Jurassic Park games on the PC. Then they rebranded as Danger Close Games, and then they're most known for the Medal of Honor series.
From the Horrorland horrors to the horrors of war.
So even though this studio was new, they had a relatively large backing behind it, as Bill Gates gave them $50 million to start up, and Steven Spielberg was even heavily invested in this project because his kids were big fans of the Goosebumps books. And that budget improvement is immediately noticeable when you start watching this, as everything in this game is just miles above what we got in the first season of the TV show, which is around when this game would have came out. Which also means that it came out before the TV adaptation of One Day at Horrorland. So the main characters look a little different. And for those of you that don't remember the book, just remember that it follows Lizzie and Luke Morris as well as their friend Clay as they make it through Horrorland, escape back home, and then a horror is clinging to their car and then gives them tickets for the next time they come out. You know, that's all we have to start from. That's all we have to remember. In Escape from Horrorland, we see the Morris family taken back to the scariest place on Earth. We learn a bit more about the creator, and we solve some puzzles along the way. Sure, we've seen it before, but have we seen it with a hobo zapping ring? I don't think so. So, without further ado, let's escape from Horrorland.
There you are. I'm so glad I found you. My house is becoming a total nightmare.
Our story starts with us, the player, being asked by Lizzie Morris to come check out her house that has some strange activity going on. Lizzie claims that as she's alone at home with Luke and Clay, the house starts freaking out and all the Horrorland tickets went missing.
What? Don't you believe me? I was positive this house was going nuts. Man.
Suddenly, Lizzie and I are teleported away magically, all the way to the titular Horrorland. I wonder how that happened.
Oh no. No possible way. I don't even want to think about how they did it. But somehow we're back here in Horrorland. This can't be good. Man.
As Lizzie gets over the initial shock, she finds Luke and Clay locked up in the stockades of Werewolf Village, and it's up to us to get them out.
Don't you love my sister? We're in a total pain and she's standing around wanting details. We're not telling you anything till you let us free.
Come on, Lizzie, find a key. A hacksaw, a crowbar. Whatever! Just get us out of here!
Here we start our first bit of exploration, and I immediately went to the movie theater where they are screening Plan 9 from Outer Space. After getting my fill, I kept searching and ended up coming across a dungeon with the Beast. This dungeon was very hard to control as it only accepted mouse inputs, so you have to push forward to move forward and side to side to turn, but my sensitivity on the emulator must have been really bugged because I struggled massively. But luckily, after getting out of that mess, I was able to keep searching, where I found a really nice visitor booth with a packaged introduction to the area.
Oh, hello! and welcome to Werewolf Village. Did you know that werewolf spelled backwards is a werewolf? Well, now you do.
This tour guide pops up all over the game and gives us background on each new area we walk into as well.
And learn about the founder of Horrorland. The nicest, nastiest, sweetest, most vicious man you'd never want to meet. I already love him.
After that, I also found a video with the founder of the park, Madison Storm, who oddly enough is just a regular guy and not a horror.
Why shouldn't everyone be as unhappy as me? I suffered. You should too.
Madison explains how he created Horrorland because he absolutely loved the sounds of children screaming and crying, since he himself had a terrible childhood and wanted to punish everybody else. To do that, he created the Monster Attractor to bring every supernatural creature in the world to his one-stop shop of horror. After exploring and learning the background of the park, Lizzie and I had to get back to the two boys as we heard a raging fire in the distance.
I gotta get in there. I gotta rescue them.
After extinguishing the fire, I find that Luke, Clay, and Lizzie are all gone and have to search the area for any trace of them. Eventually I stumble on Lizzie, who was locked in the butcher shop freezer by the werewolf. Lizzie explains how Luke and Clay were gone before she jumped through the fire, but she has a plan to trap that werewolf.
See, once we find the werewolf again, what you gotta do to help trap him is...
Before we get the plan out, the werewolf crashes the party and sends us running through the woods. Eventually we get the werewolf snatched in a snare and continue our way through the park.
Come on, this way. It's a shortcut to Horrorland Plaza.
I don't even want to think about what will happen if my parents get home before us. But I know Mom and Dad will freak it big time, and no matter what, I'm the one who'll get blamed. By the way, I saw...
Looks like now we're all alone, so we decide to ask some locals what's up, and that's when we find the friendly Stump.
Looking for Luke? Among kings, no crowns, under Triangle's lodge, huge lodge. Clay? Elsewhere, maybe. Understand? Good, must go.
Seems like he speaks in riddles, but ultimately he lets us know exactly where we need to go. We had to wake up the scarecrow that walks at midnight, who opens up the bat barn and lets us pass through.
Don't try to hide by not coming inside. I insist you must. And that's that.
Very standard point-and-click adventure style. On the other side of the barn, we eventually get to the Valley of the Kings and the mummy's tomb.
Well done. Enter and proceed with the utmost caution.
After solving some hieroglyph puzzles, we come face to face with the mummy.
It's about time somebody got me out of there. I was getting scared in that box.
Or I guess not a real mummy, it's just Luke who says the horrors dragged him and Clay around the park and stuck him in the tomb. As Clay and I escape through the narrow tunnels of the tomb, we are suddenly attacked by the actual mummy.
Grab a torch! A torch! Aren't mummies supposed to be afraid of fire?
This starts the first boss fight of the game, where we have to poke the mummy with a torch until he falls into a pillar that allows us to steal the ring off of his body. After leaving the tomb, Luke and I wander into Vampire Village.
Hello again! Glad to see you made it to the dark and eerie Vampire Village, home to that world-famous neck-nipper, Count Dracula.
In the village, we come across a secret lab, but find something even stranger.
Lizzie? Is that you?
No, it's a big talking noodle. Of course it's me.
We said she was nothing but a slimy girl.
Can you please save the hilarious insults till later? I am not having a very good time here.
Well, what do you want us to do about it?
Lizzie has turned into a creepy worm, and we have to use science to get her back. After Lizzie is back in her body, all three of us team up to find not just Clay, but the Morris parents as well.
So if we can use this ring to find Clay, then maybe we can use it to track down Mom and Dad.
Mom and Dad?
And then... What are you talking about? They're here too, didn't you know?
By process of elimination, we end up taking our search to Dracula's castle, but it's guarded by the crazy, bug-eating homeless guy, who we can assume is Renfield.
Ew, sickening! Let's go in. Getting out of here.
If I had known you were coming, I'd have saved a spider for you.
Luckily, we can just murder him and get through easily.
To leave the ring with me! Put me down! Put me down! You're supposed to leave the ring with me!
Finish him!
Clay, come on, we gotta get going. We gotta go find Mom, Dad, and Clay.
Upon entering Drac's castle, we stumble across the dining table with Clay's head on a platter. But luckily, he's still alive.
Get me out of here now! This whole place is crawling with vampires.
Vampires, you're kidding, right?
No!
He's just been locked in a safe with his head poking out. The bad news is the handle was taken off by Dracula, and now we have to get it back. Lizzie spots one of Dracula's brides, and we follow her up to her room. But she's not too happy about us going through her stuff.
What are you trying to do, huh? I am the Count's tonight. Me!
As she chases Lizzie, I drop a Murphy bed on her, which knocks her out long enough for us to disguise ourselves and get through the castle.
My beauty. Don't hide your eyes. Lizzie Morris.
Holy shit, Dracula is Jeff Goldblum. Dracula sees right through Lizzie's disguise and lets her know that he really runs this place, and just lets Madison Storm think he's the boss.
Now listen. You and I are gonna dance.
Hold on.
Wait a minute. Are we gonna dance?
He then hypnotizes Lizzie into dancing with him, but while he's preoccupied, I pickpocket the handle from him, and then Lizzie full-on zaps his brains out with the magic ring.
I don't care what you are!
After that, we rush to release Clay and make our getaway using the coffin ride.
Boo! Cut out, Luke.
I'm just goofing.
Wait a sec. Did any of you guys see that movie about Madison's cosmic monster tractor in the museum? That's where he gets all of his mummies and his werewolves and stuff. It's like this big giant vacuum cleaner that sucks in freaks from all over the universe.
Hey, but that's how we got Mom and Dad here.
Why? What would he want them for? Unless we hurry and find them, we're never gonna figure that out.
What are we waiting for? Everybody grab a box and let's go!
After a long dark ride, we end up outside of the monster zoo, where we meet a two-headed crocodile, a giant octopus, and ultimately someone very familiar.
It's Mom and Dad! Mom and Dad?
Luke, you can't stay here, kids. Get out of the zoo. Run for your lives.
But we have to get you out of there!
You'll be all right, honey. It's much more important for you to try to save yourself.
Hurry, make them lock or something! Get the cage open! I don't care what they say! We have to go in for them!
Run, kids.
The horrors take the hostages away, so we break open the cage and go after them, leading us to a huge arena filled with all of the monsters in the park. Madison Storm took it personally when the Morris family escaped and made it his mission to get revenge. This is going to be an epic battle. I wonder how we can possibly get out of this one alive.
Not so fast, Storm Cloud! Don't ask me how, you guys, but I did it! I found this cosmic monster attractor and reverse polarity switches. Now, any minute, all these gross creatures he sucked into here will be blasted back to the stratosphere!
I guess it's just going to be solved off screen. Clay somehow reversed the monster machine, but it somehow triggered a self-destruct sequence. As we run up to stop the sequence, we finally come face to face with Madison Storm, who holds the family hostage and awaits the explosion to wipe all of us out.
And now, even though I can't destroy you according to my original plan, poor little meddlesome Clay here has ensured that your end is still at hand. When my beautiful cosmic monster attractor blows, you horrible kids will explode along with it. And it'll all be on the Monster Channel. Check your local listings.
Madison lets us try whatever we want because we only have 5 minutes to stop the blast. What kind of horrible puzzle must we solve to stop this inevitable fate? Simon says, "That's it. Just play Simon." That's the deactivation for this gigantic bomb. After stopping the explosion, Madison gets sucked through the monster attractor.
What are you doing with that? Put that down!
And Clay presses a button that somehow launches all of us out of the park. So the self-destruct occurred anyway, all because Clay is kind of dumb. But now we are stranded in the middle of nowhere and forced to walk all the way home.
Man, never thought this house would look so good to me.
Oh, my baby! Come here! We missed you!
How did you guys get here?
Oh, we went on a ride from our new neighbor, Maddie.
Maddie?
Hi, kids! Have we met?
So Madison Storm relocated and became the new neighbor of the kids. Is he going to make a new park? With a new cavalcade of horrors? Who knows? There's actually a second ending to the game that triggers if you're not able to figure out the Simon puzzle in the 5 minutes you're given, where the kids get back home and it turns out that the parents are turned into horrors, which means, are all of the horrors actually people that just got transformed? This opens up a whole other can of worms.
Both of those endings kind of feel like Madison won.
Well, in the first one, the whole park explodes. I mean, it's got to be expensive to create that place. Anyway, Escape from Horrorland has much more star power than we're used to seeing, with Jeff Goldblum showing up as Dracula, Eric Lloyd, who was the kid from the Christmas classic Santa Claus, Adam Wiley, who was in Child's Play 2, and he was also in my personal favorite movie from the Disney Channel, Under Wraps, as well as Tatum Fierstead, who stopped acting after this, and as best as I can tell, is an acupuncturist in Minnesota.
I don't think she counts as a star.
Hey man, she did a really good job as Lizzie, so I wanted to give her props here, okay? But this is the world of Horrorland that I wanted to see from the episode. I've never played this game before, but I've always just wished that I could see this park, like the full vision of it, and this is the closest I think we'll ever get to it. As far as the plot, I mean, I liked the intro, I liked, everything getting up and rolling. Being able to find more hidden details about the park all around, it felt kind of rewarding to learn on your own. But then, pretty much everything after Dracula's castle just kind of felt rushed, I guess. That whole final climax where it's just solved by Clay going off on his own and just figuring it out off screen. It didn't sit right with me. It didn't feel right. Also, as fun as the exploration of the town is, actually controlling it wasn't very good. I don't know if it was just the emulator I was running or what, but it just didn't feel great to move around. I mean, it just felt clunky and slow, but probably just a product of its time. And I'm guessing that wasn't a huge issue with audiences at the time, as it sold over 130,000 copies and won several awards, like Best Kids Game or Best Media Adaptation in 1996. With all that, Escape from Horrorland is a super fun story. It would make an amazing movie. As a game, not so great to play. But looking past that, I'm going to give it 4 bumps out of 5. Check it out. And if you are third wheeling on a 4-person adventure, then just be expected to do everything, because this family is hopeless and they need Nameless Adventure Boy to solve all their problems for them. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Subscribe if you haven't yet. But thanks. Bye.
While here at Horrorland, be sure to visit our fabulous Opportunity Knocks gift shop, conveniently located in Horrorland Plaza. Ooh, scary. Whether you select a mummy's hand back scratcher, werewolf wine glasses that really whine,
Hi, I'm a cop, fill me up.